do. The crash was, I feel like I saw it, like, as it was right before it was happening, because the roads either, like, dip down, or the roads go up, okay? So, like, nothing is level. So, we missed our turn, so we went into this little, like, parking lot thing. We were turning around, and the difference between the parking lot thing and the actual road was probably like this much of a difference, and it was pretty steep. So you had to get a little bit of a gas to go, and Annie was having a hard time like getting it up there because these like bikes are kind of heavy. So she like kind of got it going, and it is tall on her. So she was getting it going, and then she like went on the gas, and I saw her go like this a little bit, like weave, and I was like stop. Because I was like, I'm just like, stop, like you're gonna, and she, and I went into the other side, which was like a ditch, probably about this tall, like from here to here, and like this far, this wide, and there's a building, the ditch, and then the road. So like, I just remember telling, because I was on the back of Steven's bike, and I remember just being like, stop to her, and then stop to him, because he couldn't see what was going on. I jumped off, and I just ran over and like picked, because Annie was like kind of like confused, but she started was like standing up, so I like pull her out of this ditch and like take her across, and she asked me if like her face like surprised me, and I was actually really relieved because I thought it was going to be worse. Like the fact that like her nose hadn't started bleeding quite yet. We like crossed the road and then her nose started bleeding, but like prior to that, like I didn't see her tooth. I just like, I saw that like her face was okay, which was good. I knew that her legs were okay because she was walking just fine. Because even if they were like even with adrenaline, like she wouldn't have been able to walk on them if they were bad. So, but yeah. So I was very surprised that like with what had happened that she walked away with as minimal injuries as she has.
Yeah.
Some of them are more inconvenient than others, and some of them are more also inconvenient than others. So, but I was freaking out. I don't do well with this stuff, so when I freak out, I get super quiet because I get panicky in my head because I don't know what to do.
She did so good.
So I was just quietly panicking all by myself, but trying to remain cool and collected on the outside. The problem is, though, is they know what that means, so it's not like it really hides or it's like I'm being cool or calm or collected. But,
She was cool, calm, and collected.
so then Annie just wanted to sit on the side of the road for forever, and my only thought was, I don't have control of this environment. Like where we were at, and so all I could think about is we need to get back to the Airbnb so that we can figure out what's going on and figure out what to do, because we didn't have like great service where we were. So that was my concern.
And my concern was, one, I don't think I was ready to get back on that scooter quite yet. Two, I was a little sad about handstands initially, because I love them. But all things considered, I walked away alive. Wear your helmet. Always wear your helmet.
Yeah.
Don't ever get on two wheels without a helmet.
It'd be a very different story.
Yeah, it would be a very different story. I hit that wall hard, and that could have been bad. So grateful to be alive. There's lots of good that will come out of this, I'm sure. I needed to take a break on my body anyways, so I always tend to have forced breaks. So forced break on the body, and you know, this is what it is. I made a decision sitting on the road that I could be upset about this and sad, and I could cry, and I could want to just leave. Or I could make this into a good situation and have a good attitude about it and just try to move through it. And so that's what we've done today. And I don't think that I think these things happen. They happen. And I'm glad that I'm fortunate enough to be as healthy as I am and to be financially as stable as I am and to have the support that I do, because I think that if this would happen to somebody else, that's not the case. And so I'm very grateful, and we will keep doing what we love here, maybe just not on our hands, maybe on 2 feet this time, this go around. But I also might be working on some one-arm one-arm handstand holds. So I don't know, Sarah.
Yeah, Sarah.
If you see
watch
this,
out.
No, tell me give me all the tips. Text me what I need to do. Give me the drills so I can do it. Because my left hand works perfectly fine, and my left knee is good. So we got a whole left side of the body to work with.
Isn't that also your bad side? Like in real life?
My hip flexor, yeah.
And your shoulder?
My hamstring, yeah, but my hamstring's on this side.
Oh, perfect.
We're just hitting every muscle group here, really.
You've evened out.
My wrist is actually doing really better too. So that's okay. Is that my phone?